So we're still in section 3.3. I think it'd be a good idea for us to look at the did you get it number 3. So they're asking us to solve the equation 230 equals 63 minus x. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that. Now remember, we need to change this equation using the rules that we've learned so far to where we finally have x equals and then our solution. So let's see what's going on over here. I see right here I have this 63, and I need to move that over to this other side over here. So that's a positive 63. I have 63 minus x. How can I move that? Well, I can move that by subtracting the 63 from both sides. Okay, and then when I do that, I have 230 minus 63 gives me 167 equals negative x. But I'm not finished yet, am I? Because I don't have x equals some number, our solution. So this negative x technically means negative 1 times x, or you could think of it as the opposite of x. There's all kinds of ways of looking at that. Either way, I can divide both sides by negative 1. And I think we all see that 167 divided by negative 1 is negative 167. And negative x divided by negative 1 is x. So there's our solution. All right, on to developing our final tool here. Number 14 says, given the fact that 36 inches equals 3 feet, subtract 5 inches from each side of the equation. Is the resulting equation still true? So I'll subtract 5 inches here, 5 inches here. Now the left side is going to be a little bit easier, isn't it? Because those are the same units. So I have 31 inches. Now this 3 feet here, I could go ahead and change the 3 feet to inches. Oops, there we go, 12 inches in 1 foot. And that's 36 inches. So 36 inches minus 5 feet is 31 inches. So yes, I am subtracting exactly the same thing. So yes, it's still true. And then on 15, they're asking us to use a result from question 14 to fill in the blank, completing a description of our last tool for solving equations. Then use it to solve the equation and check your answer. We can subtract the same quantity or expression from both sides of an equation. So here we have n plus 1,361 equals 2,094. So to undo addition, we subtract 1,361 from both sides of the equation. And I get n equals 733. Now let's check to make sure that our solution is truly a solution, that we make the original equation true. So I'm going to check this. 733 plus 1,361, is that equal to 2,094? Why, yes, it is. The types of equations that we've been solving in this lesson are called linear equations, because we've seen that the graph of an equation with the input appearing only to the first power is a line. So I'm going to highlight this. Your variables, your x's, or if they're using another letter to represent the variable, it's going to be to the first power. That's a key idea. So here's a review of the steps we've discovered along with some bonus material. Okay, so I'm going to use this summary here to help me solve the did you get it. So I'm going to rewrite the did you get it. Step 1 says simplify both sides of the equation, if necessary, by multiplying out any parentheses and combining any like terms. Well, I have a parentheses here that I can distribute to 4. So I have 4x minus 12 equals 10 plus x. So I look on the left side. I have no like terms to combine here. I look at the right side. Okay, that's completely simplified too. So step 2 says use tools 3 and or 4 to rearrange the equation so that the term containing the variable is isolated on one side. So we need to get the x all by itself on either the left or the right side. So I need to, here's my x's here and here. I would like to move this x over to this other side. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, that's a positive x, or plus x. So to undo plus x, I will subtract x from both sides. And I get 3x minus 12 equals 10. Now I'm still on step 2, aren't I? Because I don't have the variable isolated on one side. So let's look at our problem child right now. Okay, looks like I need to move that minus 12 over here. So I will do that now. So how do you undo a minus 12? You add 12 to both sides. So I get 3x equals 22. Okay, I'm going to rewrite this up here. Alright, I'm finished with step 2. And then step 3 says use tool 1 or 2 to change the coefficient of the variable to 1. Well, basically what they mean by that is you ask yourself, what are they doing to x? They are multiplying it by 3. Well, how do we undo multiply by 3? Well, we have to divide both sides by 3. So I get x equals 22 thirds.